Hey, shalom to the elect of Israel. I want to start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to whom it rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. And what you see on the screen, it says Atlanta YNs go viral after being seen wearing skirts. And this is what, Black America breeds, And even, Esau is behind the scenes of this too. Can't forget that. But I'm going to read this here. This is, Instagram. But it says, men wearing skirts is apparently a new trend. Let me just scroll through some of this.
You go black tee, you go iCash skirt, you go tights, black hat things. I can go iCash polo, iCash lace skirt on the bottoms, and you go ARD drawers.
And they try to pose a stand and make it look hard, man. You see? Even if, they try to say this was some type of, joke or whatever, what man in their right mind would put on a skirt? Let me get something real quick. It's the book of Deuteronomy 22:5, man. It says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh thy power. NLT. A woman must not put on men's clothing, and a man must not wear women's clothing. Anyone who does this is detestable in the sight of Yahweh your power. You see? So, and Jake don't care about the Bible. They don't care about the Bible, what it says in it. But you see, this is the state Esau wants our people in. Especially the men. He wants them in this dumbed down, docile, effeminate state. Being 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 soft like that, man. The scriptures say, it's a certain law. Alright, I'm not gonna get it. And this is, the result of, being raised by a single mother. You can guarantee that. I guarantee you they were raised by single mothers and everything. You see? No man in their right mind, keywords right mind, would wear something like that. You see? Jake gotta go. Jake has to go. And then the thing is, when they come back, as it says in Ezekiel 36, they're gonna abhor the fact. They're gonna really, I'm gonna just get it. Ezekiel 36. They're gonna hate themselves for what they did, man. Ezekiel chapter 36. In verse 31, it says, then shall you remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good. You shall loathe yourselves on your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. For your abominations, didn't it just say, those that wear that are an abomination to the Lord? Didn't it say that? You see? So when they come back in the kingdom, because the Lord gonna put them to death on this side. All right, but when they come back, they're gonna be in a very, very, very they're basically gonna have their heads down, and they're gonna regret that. They're gonna have a lot of regret. Let me look at that word loathe real quick. The word is quawat. It says to loathe, be grieved, to feel a loathing. To feel a loathing, to feel loathing against self, to detest, to loathe oneself. Let me look it up like this. Loathe. To feel intense dislike or disgust for. Hate, yeah. You're gonna hate the fact you did all of that, man. On this side. You see? All the wickedness Jake has done. And that wearing a skirt, that's over the top, man. You see? That's over the top. And that their parents ain't training right, because what did the scriptures say? This is Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go. See? Meaning, raise a child in the right way. Raise him in the ways of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. It says, when he is old, he will not depart from it. And his parents ain't doing that. Or their parents, rather. It's more than likely not a male. Basically, it's more than likely just a woman in the house, raising them. They probably don't care who their father is. The father probably don't know him. They are a disgrace. All right, and when these nations look at our people like this, they don't just look at it as, oh, it's just them. They look at it as, y'all all, basically they put a disgrace upon all of us. It just adds more fuel to their fire, man. You see? Niggas gotta go. They gotta go. They're making us look bad, man. And then they're wearing it like it's some type of fashionable clothing. Nah, that's you shouldn't even feel comfortable doing something like that, even for a joke, man. You should not feel comfortable doing something like that. But the Lord's gonna deal with them. You see? Let me get this one. Remember this scripture. Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Yeah. Which is 2 parts, which is 2/3. It's 66%. 66.6% of our people are going to perish within, it says, in all the land. So this is dealing with in America. Majority of our people, the Israelites, are going to have to go. They're going to have to perish. See? That's how the Lord set it up. That's how it's got to be. So they doing stuff to warrant the judgment, to justify that judgment coming on. You see? So when all this stuff that's going on right now, if this stuff expands, okay? If this stuff expands, what's going on with Trump and everything like that, the Lord is going to use them men, them troops or whatever, to take down niggas like these, man. And just niggas in general, and even other people. So, that was just a quick lesson on that. You see? There's a quick lesson on that, man. And I guarantee you that they need a father in the house, man. If they don't have a father, you see, and you can, because a real man would not allow something like that for his children. He wouldn't allow something like that. All right, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show how these 2/3 making Jake look bad, man. Making us look bad. They have to go. You see the reason why they gotta go. You see it. So when we say they have to go, man. Because their minds ain't gonna get changed. All right, unless the Lord want to change their minds ain't gonna get changed. And the Lord ain't trying into changing all Israel's mind on this side. Okay, He's gonna do that in the kingdom. On this side, somebody gotta get judged. All right. So that's pretty much it. All right. So with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that were well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom to the elect.